YouTube family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is just my best in beauty for 2018. Now what that means is my best products in the brow category, in the mascara category, in the eyeshadow, in the foundation category that I have been loving this year. Now I did this last year as well, and I will annotate somewhere in the video if the product that I'm mentioning is a last year winner as well. Haven't watched last year's video as of yet, but we'll watch it afterwards to say, hey, I like this product a couple years in a row. This must be a really good product. Now some of the things I will be mentioning will be high end, some things will be low end. I think I have a good mix of both, but without further ado, let's just get into this video, and I will start in the order that I do my makeup. Now my favorite brow pencil, I think, goes without saying. If you guys watch my videos, I have a dedicated video where I show you guys me using the NYX brow pencil. Now I love this. This is $9.99. You can get it at Ulta, you can get it wherever NYX products are sold. I have it in the color chocolate. It's under 10 bucks and it's an amazing pencil. I think it's way better than Anastasia Beverly Hills in terms of price alone. Like, you don't have to pay, I think that's like $16-17. You get to save about $7-8 bucks on a pencil that does essentially the same thing. Love this product. Can't speak enough good things about it. I don't feel like I need to harp on it too long, just because, again, use this in every single makeup video that I do. Now the next product that I use, because my brows are very defined, if you guys watch my brow routine, you guys know my shape is there. So I'm just filling in with my brow pencil the sparse areas, but the issue that I have is my brows want to go every which way. I know a lot of you guys out there with kind of the same bushy eyebrow problem that I have. You guys relate to me on this. You guys know we got to keep them brows in check. What I have to use, even days when I don't even fill in my brows, I have to use a brow wax. Now for the majority of this year, 2018, I love my MAC brow wax. Now this is fairly expensive, or was fairly expensive. It's like 18-19 bucks, maybe even over $20 for this little pencil of wax. But I was gonna reorder, went on MAC, they ain't have it. They gone. They don't sell this no more. But I did some research. I got the e.l.f. wax. This is only $2, so drastically cheaper than the MAC, but does the same thing. All you need is a pencil of wax. Whoever makes one, if you have one at your local beauty supply store for 99 cents, any wax just holds these things in place, because throughout the day your brows want to move. So this is like edge control for your brow hairs. So the next thing I do is clean up my brows, and for that I like to use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I have this in the color NC42, as well as the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I use both of these. I use this for really lightening it up, and these are more skin tone to kind of not give them that starkness. I know a lot of times when you clean up your brows, it can look a little bit too light. This makes it a little too light. This tones it down a little bit. I use the shades Cool Tan, Warm Honey, Fawn. I use a lot of the LA Girl Pros. You guys know I have a whole video where I swatch pretty much every shade of this. I'll link it up above. Anything darker than medium beige is what I typically use to clean up my brows. Not all the way up to like beautiful bronze. That, like, there's a little window of kind of skin tones that match my skin perfectly in the LA Girl Pro concealers that I love to use for cleaning up my brows. So again, these two in conjunction work really well, and it's so funny because this is like a over $20 product, but this is like a $3 product, and they work so well together. Or you can use one on their own. Like, this is good if you don't want to lighten up under your brows as you're doing your brows and you just want to kind of skin tone clean up. This works well. Now the next step I do is actually prime my eyelids, and I like to use eyeshadow bases. Now what I used to love to use is MAC Painterly. Went ham on this, have hit the bottom of it. But the thing about Painterly is it dries out very fast and very easily, and it's not that cheap of a product to kind of repurchase for how fast it kind of dries out. But a product that doesn't really dry out on me and I really love is the NYX eyeshadow base. Now I also have hit pan almost on this one, and this is in the shade Skin Tone. Like this, it's very creamy, goes on effortlessly, does kind of the same thing that Painterly does, but for a third of the price. Now the next category that we have is eyeshadows, and eyeshadows this year, of course, it has to be the Anastasia brand. It has won my heart this year. I think from Modern Renaissance to Self Glam to even the palette that I made myself years ago, it has come through. I think these are the most pigmented, most buttery kind of shadows that you can get for the, what, under $50 price point. I know this is fairly expensive, and if you don't like palettes, you can of course make your own kind of palette. I created and put shades into my own palette from Anastasia that I know I love. I've hit pan on some of these shades. Again, Soft Glam and Modern Renaissance though, if you're trying to debate which one, because you don't need all. Again, I don't know why I have all, but you don't need all. If you were to pick out of the two, I like Soft Glam more than I do Modern Renaissance. Modern Renaissance is for somebody who probably likes the pinkier tones, and I'm somebody who kind of likes the more warm kind of tones a little bit more. But another brand that has done a really good job is Colourpop. I have the Perception palette by Makeup Shayla. Again, another palette that hits my eye and hits me in all the right spots. Look at that whole row. This whole row gets used. Now again, if you guys know me, I'm not a big purple fan, I'm not a big blue fan, I'm not a big green fan, but there are colors in here that I just adore so much. So it's a little bit cheaper than the Anastasia palette. I think this palette was under at least 25 bucks. And Colourpop always has coupons going on, so you can always find a sale with Colourpop. Now the next step is lashes. Now it goes without saying on this channel, you guys know my favorite lash. My favorite lash is the 03 Beyond Naturals by Kiss. 03 Beyond Naturals. You can find them at, I order mine a lot of the times on Amazon just because I know it's going to be on Amazon, and I always get the 6-pack deal because if you get 6 for $15 at a beauty supply store, they're about $2.99 to $3 each. Can reuse them up to like 3 times. I think normally I wear them 3 times and then I'm pretty much done with them. Now if you want a good dupe for them, a good dupe is the Ardell 600 lashes. Now they are very comparable, as you can see, still have that kind of cluster wispy kind of look going on about them. The thing about Ardell, I think they're also $2.99, $3.99, maybe close to $3.99. They're more readily available. You can find these at Target and all that. I have these on today. I have these on in pretty much every video where you guys ask me what lashes are those. It's the Kiss Beyond Natural lashes, but Ardell, good alternative if you can't find the Kiss lashes anywhere. And a lash that I really have been loving lately, but they're super expensive, so they're not something that I would typically buy over and over again, is the Eyeliner Jasmine Brown Dramatic Lashes. Worn these in a couple of videos. These are super cute. They're about $7.99 though. And again, I repeat lashes a couple of times, but after a while they get kind of soggy. The band just doesn't look right. It's a little too bendy for me. I can't wear them. I can wear these a few times, but they're very dramatic. They don't look dramatic and on camera and all that. In real life, they have a dramatic look. They look beautiful on camera, but I do like my Kiss a little bit more. But if you're looking for like something that's different than what I typically do, I think these are cute and dramatic as well. Eyelash glue is the Duo brush on adhesive. I have this right here. Got a new pack because I'm running low on it. It's not as gloopy as kind of the Tube Duo. The Tube Duo, used to love that, used to kill that, used to kill that in black. I thought I was doing the best job that I could do, but there'd be glue everywhere. But I thought that was normal. That's not normal. You can have the brush on adhesive. It goes on very thin. Your lashes don't look like clumpy, they don't look weird. It's easy to do. If you're a beginner, I highly suggest the brush on adhesive before the tube adhesive. Next step is eyeliner. Last year I don't think I had a favorite eyeliner. Quite frankly, I only found this within the last 7 months. It's the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner pencil. Best, thinnest pencil out there that I have been able to find. Super thin, as you guys can see right there. Just goes on smooth. Precision is everything. I can do a wing with this. I didn't try a wing today just because a wing you gotta fully commit to, and if it goes south, it goes south. So I don't want to jinx things on camera, but when I do use this and when I do have the ability or the time to put into doing a wing, this makes it so much easier. Again, look how thin that brush is. Mascara, YSL the Shock Mascara, very expensive, so I ain't gonna harp on it too long because I hate the fact that it's expensive, but it's good and it's expensive. Now I wear lashes a lot on camera, but day to day I ain't got time for no lashes. So this kind of gives me a little bit of oomph. It's never going to be nothing out there that's going to make me look like I'm Lash McGee out here, but this does a good job at trying. But for my under eye, this is a little bit more affordable, and this is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I love this for my under lash line. I never make a mistake. Sometimes when you use a brush that's too thick on your bottom lashes, you get those little dots down here. It's black everywhere, and you're like, where did I go wrong? That's because the brush wasn't thin enough. The Giga Black, I think, is made made specifically for the under lash area. It just does an amazing job at coating them and making them look elongated, and just overall does a good job of not like poking you in the eye. Next we have primer. I like to make it easy on myself with a primer water. I think it's a lot easier than squeezing something in my hand and rubbing it on. If you guys know something about me, you guys know I like things that work fast in the morning. I need to get up, I want my hair to be fast, and I also need my makeup product to be a quick kind of 5-minute beat and out the door. This makes it easy just because I can spray and go. So the next thing we have is foundations. I'm going to go through this very fast because I couldn't just choose one. I'm going to explain to you why it's been my favorite of the year very quickly, because all of these have different purposes. Now, I love the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I used this for the majority of this year. I think I tried it December of 2017, and from then on, every video I pretty much filmed that was not a foundation review, I had this foundation on. You guys ask me all the time. I didn't have to think in my brain. I know I came on this camera and always had Urban Decay All Nighter foundation on. Now, if you're somebody out there who's looking for a drugstore dupe of that, I'd have to say the Revlon Color Stay foundation is a great full coverage drugstore foundation. Haven't found anything out there that beats this. I do have the combination oily version. I know I'm dry skin, and so I should have the dry skin version. I just like this a lot better. I think the tone of it matches me a lot better. I have the shade 375. Now, if you watch my Revlon Color Stay video, you guys know I mixed two at that time before I knew there was a shade in the middle. That's all I was looking for, was a shade in between the two shades I used, and now I found that in Toffee Caramel. So 375 is my shade in that, and Urban Decay All Nighter I am 8.75. But since about September, October, what I have used in every video, including today's video, is the Born This Way foundation. Love this foundation. I don't know where it has been all my life, but I'm so glad it has entered my life. I have been sleeping on this. I have been asleep. Y'all have been trying to tell me out there to try it, and I wasn't listening for some odd reason, but I finally cracked down and got it, and I am in the shade Brulee. Best foundation. I have no cons about this. I hope by the time I'm uploading this video that my foundation review on it is live on my channel, because you guys will see I don't need to spend all day on this. There are no cons with this foundation. Normal foundations, I can find something like it breaks down, it's ugly, it don't last all day, it's lying, it's too much coverage, it's too little coverage. This one, it checks all the boxes. Next one, NARS Natural Radiant foundation. I am in the shade Hawaiian. You guys know I mispronounce this all the time. You guys correct me all the time in the comment section because I just always butcher the name of it. I like this foundation. It just gives you a natural radiant glow. I think I like this more than I do the sheer glow. I know I like it more than the all day weightless. I think a lot of you guys out there will probably like this more than the all day weightless and the sheer glow and the sheer matte and all that out there. Just like this foundation overall. And then last but not least, this isn't my favorite filming foundation, but it's one of my favorite foundations, the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. I know I have a whole foundation review on this foundation. Love it. I'm in the shade Golden 6, but recently I found the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Hydrating Foundation is an exact dupe for this. Even down to the bottle. I think Smashbox didn't even try to be different. They just said, we're going to do the same thing. I'm in the shade 3.35 in this Smashbox. I think it's just a little bit cheaper, but it does the same exact thing. Like these two exact same products. Next we have concealer. I know last year I was a big stan for the Tarte Shape Tape. Love them. Then Tarte played us this year with their foundation that they only released that had like 6 shades, and then I canceled Tarte completely. But I needed a replacement. I need something to take over, because the Tarte Shape Tape, I'll be honest with you, that was a good concealer out here. But Maybelline Better Skin, I think, is an amazing concealer as well. I think the drugstore concealer game is where it's at. I like the LA Girl Pro Concealer too as a concealer. I know I said I like to use that to clean up my brows, but it's an amazing concealer as well. But Maybelline, the Fit Me, this. A lot of people like the Age Rewind. I hate the Age Rewind concealer. But this though, I love it. I love it. I have it in 2 different shades, medium, deep, and medium. It just depends on the day which one I want. One's a little bit more brightening than the other one, but can't go wrong with Maybelline Better Skin. Setting powder, love the Sacha Buttercup. I started using this when my Laura Mercier setting powder broke. I love that, but the seal, kind of the area over here broke, so powder would just go everywhere, so I needed an alternative. The Sacha Buttercup setting powder is where it is at. I think it's a little yellow, so sometimes I do pour some of my Laura Mercier in there. I do pour a little bit in here just because, like I said, it's a little yellow. I don't want to look too yellow, so I gotta tone it down. I have it on today and I don't look too yellow. So contour game, I think Anastasia got the contour game on lock, at least for me. I love everything Anastasia does in terms of contour. That's all I have on today. My favorite contour has been the Anastasia Cappuccino. It says powder bronzer. It can be used as a bronzer for some, but for me, I got a muted kind of color, so it's not too bronze. The palette, I have been using this for years. Some of the shades I created on my own, like these two I bought separately from Anastasia, but the palette comes with this, and then I think there's two other kind of lighter shades, but I replaced those lighter shades with this one. A couple of these shades, as you can see, I've hit pan on, so clearly this is a palette that I love. Anastasia, can't go wrong with them. Now the next products that I love, blushes. I love me some blush recently. Now the blush I have on today, MAC Raisin, you guys know I've probably mentioned this in other videos. I think it's definitely a good blush for people who are my skin tone and deeper. I think if you're a little bit lighter than me, it could be a little bit too intense, but if you're a little bit darker than me, I think this is just an amazing kind of warm berry, just perfect fall color overall. On me, I just use a light hand. You can't go too heavy with it because you could be looking like a real clown. Now my next favorite blush is Unlawful from NARS, a very cute blush, and it reminds me of my favorite blush. Now I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. Like I don't even know if NYX makes blushes that look like this anymore, but bought this years ago, have loved this for years, but I keep not reaching for it as much because once it's gone, I feel like it's gone. It's NYX Terracotta. They're kind of in the same family. As I'm showing it on camera though, this does look a little bit pinker, but as you can see, I've hit pan on Terracotta. It's an amazing summery, even fall time blush. Next we got Highlight Game. You guys know I'm a highlight fiend. The highlight that I have on today is my favorite, the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighter. As you can see, hit pan on this as well. I ordered another one on the way because I just have to have bronze glow on me at all times. Now another highlighter that I really do enjoy is Gilded Honey by Laura Geller, as well as the Master Chrome by Maybelline. Now this is the drugstore like standout out there. Like this is when I need a gold banging gold type of a highlight. Now this comes through and I just look like golden girl out here. So I really love the Maybelline, the Laura Geller, and of course the Bobbi Brown. Next is setting spray, Urban Decay All Nighter. Goes without saying, setting spray that I love. And last but not least, lips. Love lining my lips with MAC Chestnut. That's my go-to. Again, another thing that I think I learned from the Glam Twins a long time ago. They love chestnut, so I was like, let me try this chestnut. Amazing for us brown skin girls out here. Now my favorite, you guys know, is Anastasia Sepia. Like I talk about this all the time, my go-to liquid lipstick. But if you're looking for a good drugstore dupe, I definitely say try the Colourpop Mess Around. It's an amazing alternative to this. If you can't find this, or if it's a little bit outside of your price range, I think the Anastasia is $17. I know Colourpop is all $6. Again, these two, as you can see in the tube, very close shades. Now, this has been my favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys let me know, what are your favorite products? Have you tried any of the products I've mentioned? I'm always on the look, as you can see, for new products, new suggestions, and new things out there that I need to try. You guys put me on board in this way when I was asleep for so long. Let me know down below. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to me so you don't miss any of my content. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Follow me, baby, make you follow me, I go give you all of me, I'm on to show, say she moving to the day.